Sossegado, a relaxed, carefree attitude and way of life that we associate with Goa, where time slows down. Life feels a little more relaxed and a little less rushed. It really feels like a break from normal. And if you're a city person like me, that break can be much needed. In today's episode, we're going to Panjim, one of Goa's busiest districts. There's a lot of history here. Did you know that this post office once used to be a tobacco depot? If you're wondering how the Sossegado life fits in here, well, we're going to find it, right here in the heart of Panjim.
When you're in Goa, there is very less chance that you'll actually miss out on the kind of cuisines that are available here. And obviously, let's not even get started on the drinking part of it. I'm headed out today to check out some of the local taverns and try some local cuisine in some of Fontainebleau's most hidden or most local places. These might not be on the tourist map. I don't know yet. I'm just going where I can go. And we're going to be trying some cocktails. We're going to be trying some local dishes. And I'm excited. I love food. You might know that by now.
Walking through Fontainebleau is like walking straight into Portugal. Colorful houses, traditional architecture, narrow streets. These heritage homes have cozy restaurants, homestays, and galleries tucked into them. And the more time you spend here, the more you'll uncover.
So that's our first stop, Ashok Bar and Restaurant. Now taverns are, these are local taverns and they're really small, really dimly lit, and they have a very local vibe about them. So if you're expecting like a fancy bar or like a countertop or like fancy cocktails, that's not what you're going to get here. You're going to get a very local vibe with a lot of local people and a local experience. So that's where I'm headed now.
Soul Travelling has partnered with this tavern to create a custom cocktail, and I had to play a game of guessing what exactly went into making it. Let's see how that went.
There's orange juice. What's this? I want to say vodka, but I'm not sure if there's vodka. Is it vodka?
You're close.
Yeah, I'm close. So there's vodka plus something plus
No,
orange juice.
not
It's
vodka.
vodka.
No, not vodka.
Is it Ura?
No.
It's not Ura. What is close to vodka? Is it white rum? That's not close to vodka. It's not Fenny. This is too mild to be Fenny. This is not Fenny. I don't know, I give up.
But you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's quite mild. It doesn't hit. So it tastes nice, but I don't know what it is.
So that's tequila.
This is tequila?
Yes.
Goa wala tequila.
Cool. Awesome. So tequila, orange juice and?
Not orange juice, but mango juice.
Great, I got that wrong. Like all the things. Cool.
You can't go to a tavern and not try their poi, so I got one of that as well as a veg shakuti. A shakuti is a very typical Goan curry, and it's made with a coconut base, has poppy seeds and a lot of red chilies in it. It can get spicy.
This is basically a veg korma that's cooked in a shakuti style. I don't eat chicken, so I'm having the vegetarian version. Coconutty, no? That's the base. And the lemon has a nice zing to it. I like it.
That is Sakshi from Soul Travelling, and that is Mayuresh from Soul Travelling, and I'm chilling with them today. And they are having the chicken versions. How is it, guys? Yeah? Oh, okay. You're having the chicken.
It was a very typically Goan start to our evening, and there was more to come.
So that cocktail is quite nice, also pretty potent because you can have half of it and you can start bubbles starting to go to your head. Like, it's possible. I'm not saying I'm there, but I'm saying it's possible. So if you're drinking here, do not drive after that. Just a general advisory. The food is pretty nice too, a very nice snack. And I'm actually excited because speaking of snacks, the next place that we're going to is actually a favorite of mine here in Goa, and I've been there multiple times. Let's go.
Caravella is a cafe and a homestay that serves continental food, Goan bites, and even roasts its own coffee. It's a cozy little place, and I love all of the coffee themed decor.
I'm at Caravella, which is one of my favorite places here in Goa. It's in Panjim, in Montana, the Latin border. I came here 2 years back on my birthday and I had this exact dish. I'm going to tell you what it is, and I fell in love with it. It was delicious.
This is a classic Portuguese snack called prawn risoi, a mixture of prawns and cheese wrapped up and fried in a delicate batter.
I love this. That's the prawn risoi. It's crispy fried on the outside, and the inside is like prawn and cheese. It's like a mix, and it's so nicely flavored. Like you can taste the prawn, you can taste the slight saltiness. It's beautiful, guys. Like I don't have the words to tell you how great this is. So just have it already. This is a veg croquette. I've never tried this before. It's quite good, but that masala is again really nicely spiced. One thing I really like is, this outer cover. It's not thick. It's very thin and it's crispy, and I think that's what makes it so tasty.
I'd say the prawn risoi is a definite must-have here. I'm a fan.
I'm headed to a bar now. Apparently the trend right now is like drink, eat. So drinking next. We're going to Joseph's Bar. I've heard a lot about this one. Time to find out if it's really worth all that hype.
Located in a tiny lane of Fontainebleau, Joseph's Bar is a quaint little place which boasts of great ambience. Meet Gundu. He runs the counter here and has a bit of a tradition.
Look into the eyes. Yeah.
This matches my dress. Thank you.
It was time for another customized cocktail. That expression can only mean one thing: Fenny. It was mixed with kokum this time, so the cocktail was quite refreshing. And of course, there had to be bar snacks.
This is crab cakes.
Okay.
This is prawns dangar. And this is prawns risoi.
Okay.
Homemade, everything. Martha's prawns risoi.
The first thing I tried were the crab cakes. Incredibly soft, and they smelled really good. They tasted mild, full of flavor, and very, very fulfilling. Next up was the prawns dangar, which is very similar to a cutlet. It's got a lot more masala in it with chilies and coconut and spices, and again, it's a very, very Goan recipe.
Too spicy.
The third snack I tried was Joseph's Bar's version of the prawn risoi. It's quite a classic here in Goa. Can't really go wrong.
It's nice. This place is truly all about the ambiance. Like, the distressed walls, cute artwork. The cocktail was pretty decent, and given my experiences with Fenny, I'm surprised that I enjoyed it. So I would definitely give this place like a thumbs up. Definitely want to check out when you're here in Panjim.
We had one more stop to go. Club Nacional is what you'd imagine a typical bar and restaurant to look like. You can sit down and have a drink, you'll have some privacy, there's good music playing, and the decor has these fancy accents as well.
This is Cabo, a coconut flavored white rum, which is one of the best drinks available here in Goa. Smells absolutely divine.
Cabo can be had in a cocktail, but it tastes pretty great neat as well. It feels very tropical and is quite perfect for Goa. It was a very chill end to a very chill tour, and I guess we did find our Susegar after all.
I really feel like, I've covered like this whole wide array of the places that are there over here in Panjim today, right from very, very local joints to slightly fancier ones. So it's been like a good spread, and I really enjoyed it. I feel like there have been so many different kinds of cocktails and alcohols that I've been able to try, and even in terms of food, there have been so many options that I love it. I'm quite full now. I think I'm going to skip out on dinner, but I think this trail is definitely worth doing. Like, I really enjoyed exploring this side of Goa, and of course, getting to explore a city through food is one of the best things ever. I hope you guys make it here, and I hope you like this video. If you did, then please do like it, share it, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the next one. This is Preeti signing off now. Bye-bye.